What's up, Yang Gang? Already got somebody in the chat.
That was fast.
That was fast. Wow. So, breaking news, Tulsi is out. Just came across the wire. Steve Mnuchin and the Trump administration are now going to pass this bill to send $1,000 a month to every adult. I guess you got to have direct deposit.
Almost every adult. There is an income limit, so it's not true UBI, but
definitely a step in the right direction.
Yes, the limit is $75,000 a year per person. If you're a couple, it's $150,000 a year. So
a lot of broke folk fall under that threshold.
Yeah. So I think the easiest way for them, they're going to be sending it out based on your tax returns and using the account information on your tax returns. I believe that's how they're going to do it. So it'll
be direct deposited.
Yeah, it should be hitting accounts in 2 weeks. Now, I believe we do have to get it passed, and we have a couple of speed bumps that need to get out of there.
Nancy Pelosi and Schumer, are you kidding me?
Democrats.
The Democratic Party. I mean, I'm kind of new here to the Democratic Party, coming from the conservative side and over here to support Andrew Yang. But I thought that the Democratic Party was supposed to be the party of the people, and Republicans were supposed to be the party of big business, which I can kind of see. But now that I'm over here and I'm seeing these two fucking hacks up there, and they're trying to demonetize. I don't even care. It doesn't even matter, man. And something else that kind of frustrates me is, like, this doesn't help any of the homeless people. Yeah. This doesn't help.
They're talking about finding a way to get around to people that don't have bank accounts and all of that. So it's gonna be difficult for them, but they're trying to find a way where it will get to them as well, because obviously they need it too. So what is it? Pelosi and Schumer, because it's Trump and Mnuchin, they're just like, oh no, we can't do that, which is ridiculous. Because
it's just crazy to me. Like, and is it any wonder that they're settling on $1,000 a month, $500 for kids?
$500 for kids as well. So if you're a family of 4, 2 adults, 2 kids, that's $3,000 a month. They're going to do it at least twice. I feel like as the pandemic continues past these 2 months, it's going to continue.
Because this is not going away. This is not, I mean, it's like, we think that in 4 weeks, we're going to have a handle on all this and we're all going to be able to come out and enjoy the sunshine. But the fact of the matter is, there's still going to be a lot of infected people. And those people are then going to be recongregating, and I feel like it's going to spread again. We really got to shut this. We got to shut it down, y'all.
There are two things that lead to flattening out the curve for whatever country you're in. The two main things are testing, which we're doing terrible at, and social distancing. And we're not doing so great at that either, because some people are still not taking this seriously. So those two things, we need an accurate measurement, as Yang always says. You don't know how your business is doing without the accurate measurements. It's the same for the coronavirus. We need to have tests readily available to everyone in order to get a handle on it. So,
unemployment claims have spiked 33% just in the past month. 33%. That's an incredible number.
Did you hear that Colorado's their unemployment site, where there were so many people going on there and applying that the whole site just shut down? They couldn't handle all the requests.
So if you're just joining us, we're talking about the stimulus plan, the UBI stimulus plan. That's what we're calling it, because it's kind of a mini UBI. And I was seeing Steve Marchand on there calling for Schumer and Nancy Pelosi to get on board with $1,000 a month.
They should.
Now, as we know, Andrew Yang and his team have been in contact with the White House. This is no coincidence that they've settled on this number, $1,000 a month. Y'all, this is guaranteed. This is virtually guaranteeing that Andrew Yang is going to be president in 2024.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Trump administration is adopting, at least in part, his policies. All right, you got to think, man. this is the third part of this stimulus plan. The first part was going to hospitals and trying to get them prepared. And the second part of it went to small businesses and getting them.
We've also got the airlines, the 1.5 trillion.
And that's all in this one. That's all in this one too.
I thought they already sent the 1.5 trillion. I may be wrong.
I don't know. It's all part of it anyway, regardless. Because there's going to be a lot of companies. You know, I used to work for a company called Mucci's Italian Bistro, where every month it was a struggle to make the rent payment, to cover food, to cover. And there's a lot of these independently owned restaurants out there who are absolutely going to be crushed by this.
And the thing is, we don't know. I mean, the small business package may help them, but we don't know if they would actually also get the UBI because of whatever they made last year. They could have had a profit of over $75,000, and that would disqualify them from getting the $1,000 a month.
And that would suck, man. There's always going to be people, regardless of whatever policy that they put in place, that are going to be left.
It should be universal for everyone.
Except universal basic income.
Right.
Universal basic income. That means everybody gets it. Who the fuck cares if Bill Gates gets $1,000 a month?
And besides that, the more wealthy people, when they're getting...
Come on, y'all.
The more wealthy people, when they're getting the UBI, the way Yang proposes it, they would be most likely donating it.
How many millions and millions of dollars has Bill Gates donated? Who cares if he gets $1,000 a month? Oh, and something else. Thank you for joining us live for Russell's Rant. While I'm fucking ranting, I want to rant about Mike Bloomberg. This is why you crazy ass politicians don't get our vote. Mike Bloomberg spent $500 million on his campaign.
Yep.
And he wants to donate $40 million for coronavirus in Africa.
I didn't even know that.
It's not even here.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mike Bloomberg.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I wanted to talk about real quick while you cool down over here. Talk about, I don't know if y'all saw it, Maxine Waters, representative. Right, representative? You're still over here fuming.
Breaking news, Tulsi Gabbard has dropped out of the presidential race. It was past time. We love Tulsi. Aloha gang. We love you. In memoriam. Coming soon.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And we'll make that one special because we like Tulsi. We don't like the other people.
We don't like the other people. Anyway, Maxine Waters proposed a plan. I really like her plan. And it would be so cool if this one could also get through, or if they could transition to this. It's a very detailed, well thought out plan. And once this stream is over, I'll put the link in the description for you so you can read the whole thing. But the main points are $2,000 a month for every adult, $1,000 for every child, and this is everyone. No income limit. They're going to suspend all credit card payments, ban all evictions and foreclosures, and a lot more stuff. And it would continue for as long as the pandemic is affecting everyone. So it could continue for a year. But I really liked her plan, so I think we should spread that around. I've seen it going around on Twitter, but if we can get it to...
But all this is doing is ensuring, number one, that the Democratic Party alienates their people. Congratulations, DNC and the Democrats, for alienating your party. Pelosi, Schumer. And it's ensuring that Donald Trump's going to be reelected this time. Mm-hmm. Because Donald Trump is actually trying to do something that's going to benefit the people. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's huge. It's huge. But then in 2024, Andrew Yang is going to be a shoo-in. Because people are waking up to the fact that, man, this is only going to usher in automation even faster, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Because these companies sit there and they say to themselves, you know what? What's the one sure way to not have to deal with pandemics? Robots.
Yeah.
Automation.
And another thing is these businesses will realize how they can get by with very few employees. And when business does start to pick up again, by then they've probably figured out how they can automate it and make things easier, more efficient, cost efficient, it's coming quicker now, and this is why UBI needs to be here quicker. Emergency UBI first, but we do need UBI to continue forever, indefinitely.
Thank you, Donald Trump, for joining the Yang Gang. We appreciate that so much. Yang Gang, we love you. We just wanted to give you this update. Thank you for that super chat that came in. Very awesome.
Thank you.
Very much appreciated. I'm not sure who
We'll
did
look
it.
back through.
We'll look back. And
Shout outs
we'll
to you.
Definitely give you a shout out. I'm sorry I was ranting. I'm not sorry.
Russell's rants. So So the breaking news today: Mnuchin confirms $1,000 a month, $500 per child for at least 2 months.
Pelosi and the Democrats trying to screw everything up.
Exactly.
Tulsi drops out.
Yeah.
Huge news. If y'all have not watched my Broke Folk Vote podcast that I did with Zoltan Isfan,
It's great.
it's great. Transhumanist candidate,
He's pro UBI.
pro UBI. We had some, we talked about that and his vision for UBI as opposed to Andrew's vision for UBI. And it was a really, really great conversation. Y'all, please go watch that. Show him some love. We love you, Yang Gang. See you on the next one.
I'm gonna shrink.